Hi, it's Charlyn. Welcome to my home and my yoga studio. I'm so honored to be here with you. Being here today reminds me of a Rumi quote, which I'm going to modify a little bit, but imagining your face makes my face 100 times brighter. Imagining your smile makes my soul 100 times happier. So I'm really honored to be here to share this practice of asana, movement, shapes, this practice of pranayama and breath work and also meditation. So we'll be starting our practice today standing up. So come to a comfortable standing position. You have some room to move around. And as you come into standing, just notice your feet on the earth and rock a little front and back and side to side. Checking in with your body, just noticing how your body feels today. Ankles, knees, hips, belly, arms and shoulders and head and neck, and just notice how you're feeling this morning, this today, whatever time of day it may be for you. And moving a bit from side to side, really spreading the toes. And as you check in with your body, I really want to remind you that I'm going to be guiding you in movements, but I want you to really honor your body, honor your deep inner knowing, and make any adjustments that you need to make. And as you're checking in with your body, also check in with the breath. Notice where your breath is in the body. Is it in your belly? Is it in your side body? Is it in your chest? Just check in with the breath for a moment. Notice if the breath is long or short. Is it rough or smooth? Just checking in and just honoring whatever we find with love and compassion. So with the feet feeling into the earth, feeling the muddiness of the earth, maybe, or the soft mossiness of a forest floor. Let the crown of the head also reach up to the sky. So we're feeling earth, we're feeling sky, the crown of the head reaching up to the stars above. Arms float out to the side, fingertips nice and light, palms face forward, inhaling as the shoulder blades come together to maybe touch or kiss. Exhale, giving yourself a nice big hug. Inhaling, looking up to the sky, stretching the arms, changing the cross of the hands as you give yourself another hug. So finding this arm movement here of reaching and bringing around, and then maybe add in the knees bending. So inhaling nice and long and wide, exhaling, curving in, maybe tucking the chin as the knees bend, curling into a little ball, opening up the heart in the front, then curling in, opening up the back of the heart. Feet still firmly rooted in the earth as we find this flow of hugging. Our nervous system loves to be hugged by a loved one, and we count as a loved one. So giving your hugs to your own body can feel so good for your nervous system. Do a few more hugs. And inhaling all the way out. Fingertips come all the way up to the sky, touch, and then exhale right to the center of your heart. Interlace the fingers and reach the hands out. Letting the head rock from side to side as arms are nice and long. Arms reach overhead, and then setting the body down as if you're rolling over a full moon. Inhaling back to center, and then finding a nice long stretch on the other side. Gently rocking back and forth, allowing the feet to be a little wider. And as your arms come to the right, maybe lifting the right heel a bit. As arms are on the left, lifting the left heel. Finding a little difference, a little change in your stretch. Maybe in where you're feeling this in your body. And notice what your breath is doing. Are you holding breath? Is it flowing easily? Where do you feel the breath in the body? One more to each side. Coming back to center, reaching up, and then letting the arms come down nice and slow, all the way back down to the sides of the body. Rolling the shoulders, maybe shaking out the arms, shaking out the hands. Let the feet shake, the legs, the hips, the arms. Just get a good shake in, good shimmy, good shake. Awesome. And coming back to your stance. I'm going to lead you in a three-part breath that involves hand movement. So we're going to inhale through into the belly as the arms float out to the front. Inhale again, this time filling the sides of the body. Inhale all the way up to the sky, letting the breath come all the way up to the chin. And then exhale through the mouth as you bend the knees and let the arms sweep behind you. Inhale, belly. Inhale, side body. Inhale all the way up to the top, filling the whole torso, and let it go. And find your pace to this breath. I'm going to lead at a certain pace, but if a slower pace would feel better or a faster pace, find your pace. How does your body want to move in this moment? Filling the whole body, then letting it all out. We'll do three more. Inhaling all the way up. Exhale, letting the hands come down. One hand to the belly, one hand to heart center. Allowing eyes to flutter close or lowering your gaze to look at the earth. Gazing inward as you notice the body. Notice the breath, the rhythm of the body, the rhythm of the breath, your heartbeat, the sound and feel of the rise and fall of your breath. What else do you feel moving in your body? In this stillness, you may still feel movement, sensation in the body, tingling, flowing, maybe places that feel a little more stuck or sticky. Just noticing and bringing love and compassion to everything you find. Just noticing, just witnessing, observing, holding it all. Holding it all. Eyes flutter open, hands come by the side and then gently float out in front. Palms facing each other. Imagine holding a ball, a globe, maybe a golden ball or a ball, any color that you would like. From this place, gently slide the back down as if you're sliding down a wall. Get to a certain point where you're like, that's as far as I want to go here. And send the tailbone back and reach the hands forward and sink a little deeper in this shape, this Utkatasana or chair pose. Weight is in the heels. You can lift the toes and then set them back down again. Find ease here. Breathing into the belly, arms are floating, and you're sitting on this beautiful throne. You feel your crown on the crown, top of your head. Fingers can wiggle a little bit. You can find a little tiny micro movement, maybe sending the tailbone back and sinking a little deeper. Maybe a tiny pulse of the hips. Maybe a little bit of movement in the shoulder blades. Noticing sensation and feeling in your body. Notice what thoughts might be happening here. Maybe it's how long are we going to do this? I want to be somewhere else. Or I love this. I love the heat I'm building up in my thighs. Just notice it all. Breathing into the belly, softening, pressing in through the feet and slowly come out of the shape. Lengthening the legs, lengthening the arms. And as the arms slowly start to move through space, notice if there's a movement that would like to happen. How would your body like to move in this place and time? Listening into your body and taking the next 5 or 6 or 7 breaths just to move in whatever way your body wants to move. Slow or fast, stretching, lengthening, curling in. Listen to your body. And just move from that place of deep knowing. Your body knows exactly what it needs, how it needs to move. Energy, prana, life forces guiding you. All your attention be there. Slowly coming back to the breath, allowing eyes to flutter closed, hands on the heart. Being with the residue of that movement of your breath, of energy. Notice an expansiveness, a stillness, a oneness. Maybe answering the question, I am, dot, dot, dot. Fill in the blank. I am love. I am light. I am that I am. Hands coming by your side. Gently move to a seated position. This can be on a cushion, on a block. Find a comfortable seated position. Coming to the seated position gracefully, ungracefully, just coming to seatedness, seated. Making any adjustments, maybe block under knees or a blanket, cushion. And then find yourself connecting into earth here. So maybe rocking a little side to side or front and back. Imagine a beautiful paintbrush on the crown of your head and start to make a circle on the ceiling. Letting your torso come to a circular motion. Leading forward with the heart, then letting the back of the heart slide back. Maybe the shoulders get involved a little bit, the hips get involved, just finding the nice circular motion here. Chin can tuck and extend. And when you're at a good spot to switch directions, go ahead and let the directions go the other way. Feeling into your body. Beautiful. And coming back to a nice tall spine, making any adjustments to your seat. We're going to practice a breath that is inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth in a short breath, like you're blowing out a candle. So let's practice together. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth like a candle blowing out. Now we're going to include some arm movement with that. So inhaling, the arms come out. Exhale, the arms come in. So we're building energy, we're building prana, clearing our mind, clearing our thoughts. We'll do 3 more. Inhaling the arms all the way up overhead. Exhaling down nice and slow. Hands come to heart center. Interlace those fingers. Stretch all the way out. Then find a nice stretch here, side to side. Maybe twisting a bit from right behind your heart. Beautiful. The arms flutter down. And before they touch your lap, let's come into a mudra. So letting your fingers be in a peace sign, ring finger and little finger touch the tip of the thumb. And you can either allow this to rest on your thighs. You'd also let the fingers touch and let it rest in your lap. So find a comfortable place, sitting up nice and tall. From this place, allow eyes to soften, softening the gaze or closing the eyes, really sinking into earth and allowing the crown of the head to reach up, lengthening the spine, shoulders melt away from the ears, and breath breathes into the belly. Imagine your inhale and the exhale coming from a place right near the belly button, inhaling and exhaling through that place. Notice a fire or some embers in the belly, maybe a light. With each inhale, you're bringing more nourishment and oxygen to that light. With each exhale, you're billowing those coals, those flames, that light so that it's brighter and stronger. Inhaling and exhaling through the belly. Nourishing life force. Inhaling through the belly, and this time exhaling through the heart. Bringing that energy from the belly, from the inhale, and then exhaling, sending it right up the spine into the heart center as you exhale through the heart. Nourishing the heart with the light and the energy and the love. Now breathe, inhaling and exhaling through the heart. So nourishing the heart even more, expanding the heart. The heart grows above and below the heart, in the front and the back, to the right and the left. All sides of the heart expand and grow with the breath, with the flow of life force, the flow of love. Inhaling through the heart and exhaling through the palms. So allow your mudra to melt away and open the palms wide. Inhaling through the heart, exhaling through the palms. Feeling all that energy flowing from the heart into the palms, into the fingers. You may feel a heaviness or some tingling. Each exhale, strengthening the sensation in the palms. Gently allow the palms to float from the thighs or the lap, levitating a bit above the lap and the thighs. Noticing possibly a heaviness, a tingling in the palms. Allow the palms to face each other and get closer together without touching, feeling the magnetic pull and push of energy. Find a playfulness in this energy, a dance, a lila of chitta and prana, the dance, the play. All attention focused on the palms, on the hands, and allow any movement that wants to happen here. So maybe it's just a gentle, tiny movement. Maybe it's a bigger movement, a circling, maybe elbows and arms and shoulders involved, maybe waist and hips as you flow with prana, flow with life force, moving from your deep knowing. Nourishing breath held. You're doing it right. For the next 2 or 3 or 4 breaths, slowly bring the hands back to the heart center, hands on the chest, one hand on top of the other. Pausing to be present with what is, relaxing, just watching and allowing. Sliding fingertips towards either collarbone and maybe interlacing the thumbs. And start a gentle tapping on the chest, maybe one hand at a time or both hands together. So gently open the eyes, coming back to this time and place. Taking a few deep, long breaths. Mm. Here, let's gently move on to our back. So if you're sitting on a cushion, remove that. If you need any kind of support during Shavasana, a blanket would be wonderful or something under your knees. Just have that close by and handy. We'll be doing some movements before we move into Shavasana, but just have those things handy. Do gently come on to the back, knees bent, maybe sliding down, feeling the back on the soft earth being held, rocking head side to side. Letting feet be a little wider apart, maybe further away from the buttocks, arms out to a T. Let the legs start to gently flow from side to side. Settling in to the earth. Then the next time the knees come to the center, let the arms float up to the sky and touch opposite elbows. Take a nice deep breath here. And on your exhale, let the knees fall to the right and the elbows fall to the left. The head can either rock with the elbows or rock with the knees. So finding a nice flow here, allowing your breath to move your body to move your breath. The next time everything is aligned through center, let the arms reach up to the sky, circle the wrists. Any way that feels good, maybe some figure eights or shaking out. And then let the knees and the legs come up and join in, circling, creaking and cracking maybe. And let any movement here that wants to happen. So maybe some stretching or curling in. Find your movement here that would feel really good to you and your body. Then take the next 3 or 4 breaths and find yourself coming to a place of resting, place for Shavasana. So maybe something under knees, maybe something under the neck. Find your comfortable place. Settling in, settling in. Beautiful. Resting the back into the earth, settling in, settling in. Eyes soften, body softens. Imagine lying on a feather bed of the softest down, covered by your favorite quilt or comforter, a blanket from times past, or a new comfort in your life. Snuggle in, tucking a teddy bear under your arm, softening a little more. Let the breath flow like a gentle river through your chest. Feel the earth beneath you, holding you. Feel the air around you, breathing with you. You're safe. You're not alone. Every breath drawing your attention inward. Breathing in lightness, breathing out everything heavy. Feel Mother Earth holding you, wrapping arms around you, not just as imagination, but as truth, cradling you, holding you, rocking you. You don't need to do anything. You're worthy of love, stillness, of peace. Let every cell in your body be nourished. Exhales are longer than inhales as you breathe. Bringing your attention to your heart center. What is your heart's knowing? What is your heart's knowing? What do you know to be true? What is your heart's deepest longing? What is your heart's deepest longing? Offer that longing into this space of infinite possibilities, into this space of oneness and love. Allowing your inhales to become longer, gently starting to bring some movement, letting the fingers dance, the toes start to wiggle and move. Breaths are longer, maybe a nice inhale and a long, steady exhale. Finding any other movement here. Maybe a stretch, a sigh as you allow yourself to roll on to one side or the other and curl into a little ball and just pause for a moment. Hmm. Bringing some gratitude to your heart. I am feeling so grateful for our time together. Notice what you are grateful for in this moment. What are you grateful for? And pressing into earth, coming to your comfortable seated position. Eyes still gently closed. Finding your seat, your tall spine. Allowing arms to inhale out to the side, inhaling all the way up overhead, fingertips gently touch, exhaling right to heart center. Opening eyes. Namaste. It was wonderful practicing with you. Jai Bhagwan, sending you so much love and gratitude.